losing me and you. All these years of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say. It's stamping up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, it's Pauline again from Stamp with Pauline, and last week I showed you the Layers of Beauty masks using the stamp set. So if you want to go and see the video on how to do that, you can. It's on my YouTube channel obviously and my demonstrator website. The Layers of Beauty that I'm going to do today is we're not going to use the stamp set. We're actually going to go straight to the masks. So the masks are all numbered, and I have renumbered mine just for my eyesight because that little one's a little hard to see. So I actually have got my Dymo labeler out and numbered all of my masks just so that I can see those a little bit better. I'm just going to start with mask number 1. Just remember, be a little careful when you're using the blending brushes because they are a little flimsy in sections and things. Now, this one, what you will want to do is make sure you position your cardstock in the same spot and your mask in the same spot. Because if you don't do that when you're not using the stamp, you've got no guide. So it will probably be a little easier. So what I'm going to do is mark here. I'll do it down here. Yep. So I'm going to mark here just so that I remember if anything moves while I'm blending, I have that point of reference. Then what you do is I'm going to pop down here my mask and I'm going to position that in here. So all the masks are the same size. Now you also have a little indentation, a little point here, so that you can again use that as a reference on your paper so that you can see where it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with some, let's do Lost Lagoon. I haven't done a Lost Lagoon yet, so take your number 1, hold your cardstock. I'm going to dab off a little extra there, and this time I'm actually going to go over the whole entire stencil. On a previous one, you'll see that I have actually stepped out the daisies because I wanted those yellow compared to my roses. So that there is number 1. And all you do is get your chamois or a baby wipe and give that a little clean. So that there is Lost Lagoon. And as my second one, I'm going to go something like, let's go Blueberry Bushel. I don't know, I'm feeling adventurous today. So grab Blueberry Bushel, grab hold of my blending brush and just grab that. And then I need number 2 and make sure my card is in the right spot. Make sure my stencil is now in the right spot as well. And then what I'm going to do is hold my cardstock, hold my stencil, and just gently move around a bit of the ink. Covering all of that. So like I said, you want to be a little careful with the stencils because they do have some flimsier parts to them. And all right, so that's number 2. Then I'm going to go number 3. Make sure my card hasn't moved. I'm going to pop this down onto here. And then I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go a little darker and I'm going to use Night of Navy on this. So just grab my Night of Navy blending brush and I'm going to pop, just going to dab this, I think, just to be somewhat different on this. All right, spread that out. All right, and there are my roses. And then to do the leaves, oops, all right, grab hold of my stencils, just dropped him on the floor, so I just got to pick him up. All right, number 4 is my stencil, and it is the stencil with the leaves on it, so I'm just making sure I've got all of that on there, and if everything has not moved, we're doing well. You can use some washi tape or anything, obviously, to stick all that down, but I have found this is just an okay sort of setup. I'm all right with that. And now for my leaves, I'm going to do some, let's go, I'm just wondering whether or not we could try, what Shy Shamrock look like? Might be too green, maybe. Let's stick with our traditional one, okay? I'm going to go my Old Olive, and I'll use some shaded spruce on this one. So holding everything down, making sure I've lined up all of my bits. There we go. And pop down some leaves. Okay, then lift that up. Looking good. Got to give it to it. It's looking all right. Sometimes it's just go with it and see what happens. That's part of creating, isn't it? So just having a bit of fun with it, I think. So number 5. Number 5 goes on. My white is down where it belongs. I'm popping onto my stencil now. And just make sure it's lined up. Okay, hold it all down. Grab some shaded spruce. And just to add a little bit of extra depth of colour in spaces if you like. You don't have to dab off at all. And that is it. That is the card. It is done. So super easy for you to just make cards without even having the stamp set. So if you don't want the stamp set, you can just get the masks and create an awesome card. So yeah, have a look at my last video and it will show you, they're all just my little blends that I keep in a little packet here, it's an easy way just to make some quick cards for yourself. So I will see you next time. All right, bye.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration.